backstory or anything like that? If you don't, that's fine, because I have it all set.
My backstory or y'all's backstory? Because I don't know what y'all been doing.
Your backstory.
Mine? Well, so I was kicked out of my orc group because, I'm half orc, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was picked up by a gentleman from a different story that I was working on. Anyway, and then basically brought into the monk group. So I'm boisterous, I'm loud, probably louder than my usual group because of
So these heroes here are kind of involved with that, and they've come to another ruin, the ruins of Mezro, and they're scouring the ruins looking for clues as to where Omu could be. So what I'm thinking is maybe some of your monks went into the jungle also looking for Omu, and you got scattered, it got crazy, like a dinosaur attacked and threw up zombies on you or whatever, and you got spread out, right? And so you ended up, if you don't mind, you were captured by goblins, and right now you're tied up and hanging upside down. And the next day they're going to cook you for dinner, okay?
It's funny because I did the exact same thing last time when I was in her thing. I tied up a goblin. He didn't kill himself.
Well, now it's your turn. All right. So so let's see. What do you look like, Gell?
Well, of course I have my lovely teeth. Very good-looking teeth. But it's more of a wear and tear from living alone for a while. I'm gonna let you kind of envision that. Black hair, big man, 6'5". I'm probably a middle-aged. I don't know if I'd say middle-aged, but half orcs don't live that long. Probably about 22, if that gives you an envision of this. Man, 220 pounds. I'm a heavy dude. I'm a big dude.
Okay. So you're hanging upside down, and it's nighttime. And they say tomorrow they're gonna cook you for breakfast. And there's one goblin guard. It's a female goblin guard. You're hanging upside down. One goblin comes up to you and says in a non-goblin voice, she says, "I can help you escape, but you must help me. Will you do this?"
Well, of course, I have a lot of blood rushing to my head, so I'm not quite sure if I understood correctly, but I'll try to answer in the way I would. Who said that?
It must be
going to my head.
Okay, it's nighttime. You're in a goblin camp. A bunch of tents light up. And she says, "You fool, be quiet. If you want to escape, you must be quiet. We're going to have to sneak, and now it's going to be harder to sneaking. Now, do you want to escape, or do you want to be breakfast?"
Clearly not breakfast.
Are you still being Are you still talking loud?
I didn't yell this time, but more like I'm just like, clearly not breakfast. Because around that tone.
You need to use inside voice. Okay, now, you must promise me something, okay? If I let you free, you must help me find the Eye of Growth. Will you do this?
I don't have a better choice now, do I?
All right. So, slice, freedom, right? We must be quiet and stealthy. Are you ready? Let's go. So you're creeping through the darkness into the jungle. Make a stealth check. It's dexterity based.
14.
14. Okay. So a lot of goblins are like, and you see as you're leaving, 4 goblins get on each other's shoulders. So it's 4 goblins high, and they like fight as a unit. She says, "That's the goblin battle stack. It is good thing we were stealthy, or else we would have had bigger troubles." All right. So as you get into the safety of the jungle, it's dark. She changes form from a goblin lady to a beautiful human lady wearing makeup. She's in her 40s, and she has kind of brownish blonde hair, and she's got kind of a tiger-like quality, kind of a fierce eyes. And her makeup is perfect, her hair is perfect, and she's very graceful. And she says, "My name is Decoy Melnania. What is your name?"
"Milady, I am named Gell.
All right. Now let's have a montage of the stuff we did before you met the group. Are you ready?
Yes.
Later, apparently some other day, you're on a boat sailing down the river. Suddenly, frog dudes, they're called Grunts, Their skin is all slimy. They swing on vines and they land on your boat and attack you guys. And decoy male Narnia says, "They are grunts, be careful." And you're on a river and it's real misty out. And and it's a chaotic battle. So what do you want to do to the grunts? I'm not doing a full thing. Just tell me what you do and we'll roll a thing. Anything you want.
Oh, my montage. I thought
yours. Yes, yours.
Montage.
Yeah.
Well, knock them off the boats.
Okay, so you want to punch them?
Yeah.
Okay, so make an attack roll for each one.
All right. See, how many did you say?
2.
All right. Well, one of them did not do very well.
So you hit. All right, so one you miss. The other one you hit. Now I want to see if he falls off. He does fall off, but when you strike him, his skin is coated in poison. So you're gonna need to make let's see here, a Constitution saving throw.
So 8 plus 1 plus 2, so 11.
That is you failed by 1. Okay. You're poisoned, which means you have disadvantage on your rolls. You take 5 damage. Don't worry about it. It's not going to matter anyway. Okay, so you punch one off. The other one's going to stab at you. No. Male Narnia is going to try to knock this other grung off the boat. Fails miserably. All right, so you want to try and knock him off again? Things are getting real loud and chaotic now. So
sure, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, 13 again.
All right, make another con save. You go. Poison.
Ah.
What'd you get? No?
Okay, not good.
Okay, suddenly, that loud rushing noise, it turns out, you're about to go over a waterfall, all 3 of you. Ah! So what do you want to do?
What's around me? Do I know? Can I see what's
You're
around
in
me?
a jungle. There's trees and vines and water. You're about to go over.
Well, I'm fairly athletic, so I go to grab Milady and try to jump to. Is there any? What's the closest thing? Like vines, tree? Like what's the sturdiest thing closest to me?
Vines. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so make a dexterity acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. All right, so I do have a proficiency in acrobatics. Or give me 16.
Okay, so you grab her, you jump onto a rope, you swing to safety while the grung's like, and you know he's dead forever. And the one that fell in the water also goes over the falls. So you land safely on the bank, and she's right now. She says, "You saved me. Thank you so much. You're so caring, Gell, Ovak." Previously to this, I was with someone who was quite distant and rude.
I would not say that I was rude, just contemplative. We're not out of this yet.
Later, all right, so you went into a cave, right? And you get to a ravine. There's like a 10-foot gap. And on the craggy wall opposite, there's a little shelf. And on it is a gleaming gem. And inside it is a golden coin. And she says, "At last we found the eye of, what's her name? Groat. The eye of Groat. Oh, it's right there. How do we get to it, Gell?" "Oh no, what's that?" "From the tunnel you came from. A huge boulder is rolling down the tunnel." "There's not much time. What do we do?" And in the gap, there's just darkness below. Who knows what's there?
Is there enough space for both of us to be on the shelf?
No, it's just pretty much a straight wall. There's just a little blink sticking out. It's an easily climbable wall. So there's a big part out, and this gem is just sitting on it.
All right, so, well, I jump with her again and grab onto the wall to try to let the boulder...
Make it acrobatics.
Acrobatics again?
Mm-hmm. Or athletics is jumping, right? I always forget that.
It's athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, I have both, so...
Okay.
All right. So it puts me at 11.
11.
Yeah, not great.
Okay. So you jump. Let me see what she does. Okay. So you jump. You kind of grab onto the thing where it's on, but it crumbles, and both of you fall into darkness, and you kind of black out. And while you're blacked out, you have this weird vision of a whole bunch of fish saving your life, like a swarm of fish. And you end up with this, like, beautiful lady made of water, like, looking over you, and she has golden eyes. And she says, and she kind of hands you the gem. Apparently it fell into the water, and she retrieved that, too. She hands it to you, and that's all you kind of remember. Then you wake up in the ruins of Mezro, and you see, you're, like, lying in the water. You kind of get out of the water, and you see 3 people, a woman with a big orange hat, right? A handsome dude with a devil-may-care attitude, and a dark and brooding guy who looks like Jon Snow, but he's got black armor. And they're, like, messing around in a building. Looks like some kind of school, like they're just going in. And outside, there's a hippo, 2 canoes. The city's flooded, so there's like a foot or 2 of water. So you kind of travel around using canoes, you know? And you see, so there's the hippo, there's the canoes, and an wise old lady who looks right at you and smiles knowingly. What do you do? And there's no sign of decoy Melnarnia. Perhaps you will never see her again. What does Gell Ozak think of decoy Melnarnia? Does he care if he ever sees her again?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she helped me out, and I made a deal. I got to give it back. I got to give the thing. I keep my word.
You went through a lot together. And now you have the gem that she was searching for. So, Gell, what would you like to do?
Well, I'd first like to talk to the old lady.
She says, "Come closer, my son. My name is Iku." She's holding a staff, and carved in the staff is a serpent with feathered wings, and it's got 2 heads. You have nothing to fear. What do you do? Oh, this is the hippo.
What?
It makes a hippo noise. He's safe, don't worry. He's very nice.
What a grand beast you have next to you. But I must ask, how did I appear in this place?
I don't know. You just got out of the water. I'm just an old lady. I know nothing. I merely guide these people as they look for the lost city of Omu. We're in Mezro, another lost city, looking for clues to the location of Omu. She calls inside. "We have a visitor, children. Come. Don't be rude."
Oh, look, something to do not next to all of the unstable magic. I'm going to go down there.
You guys going to come back outside for a minute?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gell's 6'5" half orc. You see a lady in an orange hat, a suave adventuring dude, and Jon Snow in black armor. What do you guys do? Iku says, "This is the orc that I just met. He might be helpful on our quest." And the hippo goes, "Roo, roo." What do you guys do?
Well, hello, group. My name is Gell. Who are you?
I walk up to you, and I thrust out my hand. I'm like gesturing at you, Tish, for your hand.
Well, I shake it wholeheartedly.
Okay, and I hold it, and I study it for a second, and then I look at the rest of my group and say, "He will not kill us in our sleep. He's fine."
When you study it, like, would you like look at his hands to see if they're calloused? Like,
No, I'm reading his fortune.
Okay.
Fate says he will not kill us in
Okay.
our sleep.
That is enough for me. If you say that fate says he won't kill us, then I believe that he won't kill us.
Well, Iku and the hippo seem to like you, so I guess you're all right.
Iku says, "He looks trustworthy." She says, "Well, they're exploring the magic college. I'm sure you'll find fun things in there. Have fun, children. I'll watch your hippo. Be nice to your new friend."
We'll make sure he doesn't explode.
Okay, so you're gonna go back in?
Yep.
Okay, so you gonna explain to him what you're doing here? You want me to say it real quick?
So this wizard's college, there's a bunch of sparkles in the air. Probably going to explode if we use magic. Don't do that.
There's 3 ways to go in here. There's stairs that go up, or there's a hallway to the left, or a hallway to the right. What would you like to do? And in the room, swirling, brightly colored energy and sparks everywhere. This looks like a magic college that is really it hasn't been used in a long time, and it's overrun. It looks like a lot of the magic is seeped out and kind of combined into this volatile, wild magic zone of air energy, something like that. A wild magic zone. Kyrin, they went down the left hall.
Okay.
To a door.
Yeah, I just tag along.
There's all these rooms. There's all these rooms that are destroyed, but there's one that seems to be intact. The door is close to it, and under the door there's a glow that's actually lighting up the water. There's about a foot of water everywhere here, and it's kind of lighting up the water underneath. What would you guys like to do?
Shall we?
I push on the door, just see if it opens up.
It's very hard to. It looks like someone really strong is gonna have to try to force this thing.
I look at the two taller, stronger people.
Strong person.
Should we check behind it first before we barge right in?
Well, who's opening? What do you want to do?
Oh.
I'm asking.
I'll come over and give it a cursory glance for any traps.
No traps.
No traps.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine, guys. You go for it.
Yep, I shove it right open then.
Okay, make a strength check, Kyrin.
Okay.
I'm gonna back away from the door again, just slowly sidle away.
I'm right next to it.
12.
I want to go in there.
Okay. Kyrin, you're able to bust it open. A bit of extra water kind of flows out, but it doesn't, it's inconsequential. Inside, it looks like it was a lab. There's tables, there's vials, there's like what do they call it? Like a Bunsen burner. And, there's all sorts of concoctions, like ancient. Some of them are molded over, Some are still stoppered, And there's a thing with two long poles, and there's energies sizzling between them. So what do you want to do? No one's gone in yet.
Wizard, any ideas here?
Just watch your step, and don't drink anything. And I hop up and down and just kind of just walk into the room and just start looking around.
Okay. You go into the room. Okay.
Mhm.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. 8.
Okay. So there's two poles with the energy between them. They shoot a beam at you. Right?
Cool.
And also, when it does that, the water gets charged with weird energy. Let's see. Okay, roll a percentile, a D100, please.
Cool.
Oh,
It's been a while. Oh, what the? 80. Percentile back here.
Okay, so the beam hits you.
Oof.
Butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air and fill the room.
I turn to my party and just smile at them. Just maybe a kind of a creepy, little over wide smile. And it's like, it's okay.
Like Linnet turns slowly and it's like...
They're just butterflies.
Iku would like this.
I have no idea how to process this.
So, yeah, you see a bunch of potion vials, a Bunsen burner, stuff like that.
All right. I say the party. It might be some sort of weird magic thing here. So just watch your step. Maybe stay away from it. And I walk toward the beakers.
Okay. So, scanning the room, you see about 6 intact potions with labels on them, and a potion mixing station with 4 vials of goo just ready to be mixed.
Cool.
More goo.
Lynette's the only one in there right now. So what's everybody
I
else
will
doing?
join
You gonna
her.
let Lynette explore, or is anybody else going to go in?
I'll
explode.
join in next to her.
Don't explode.
Gell, roll a D100.
Oh, I love.
So. 78.
78 for Gell.
Oh.
Oh. Gell turns into a sheep. You're a sheep. Now, normally the polymorph spell, you're like an animal, but I'm going to say you have your brain, and you can talk. And I'll say you have your hit points, and your AC, and your strength, but like you're going to have to make sheep attacks if you have to attack, okay?
Well, good thing I'm a martial artist sheep.
You might still be able to do the flurry of blows.
I was going to say, like,
That would be awesome!
I don't think I'm technically wearing armor, so am I still pretty fast?
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh, so when you transform, I think all of your stuff just kind of goes away until you come back, and then it comes back with you.
And can I still speak, or am I like mawing at everyone?
You can speak.
Well, this is new.
I turn over my shoulder, look at him, and then just go back to whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
It looks like you guys got this. We're
be
just
fine.
gonna stay out here.
I would suggest you don't follow.
He'll be fine.
All right. So
Just give it time.
Is anybody else going to go in the room, or is it just those two?
Nope.
I will wait until some disaster strikes before I make that decision.
Okay. So Linnet.
Meanwhile, I'll stand in the hallway.
The
I'm
sheep doesn't
listening.
have hands, so he can't really pick up anything. So, Linnet, there's 6 potions with descriptions on them, and then there's 4 potions waiting to be mixed together.
Let's mix some potions.
Yeah! All right.
Mix.
So, there's a vial. There's green, blue, red, and orange. What do you want to mix with what?
Let's go with the red and orange. Let's see what horrific thing happens when I make that.
Roll a percentile.
Cool. Rolling percentile to be the death of me at some point. 75.
It's like a glowing concoction. Almost a blinding light.
Well, it didn't explode
But
yet,
it seems
so...
stable. It seems stable.
All right. Can I look at it and see what determine what it is?
It's a new. It's a potion that's never been invented before. You just invented it. It's Linnet's glowing whatever.
What do the potions say? The other ones, the non.
4 potions of healing, 1
Cool.
potion of giant strength, 1 potion of invisibility.
All right, I'll grab those. Put
And-
them. Just get.
2 more vials ready to be mixed
Oh shit!
because I like it.
Oh my god! Why? Okay. Yes.
Purple
All right. Let's...
and black.
Hmm?
The 2 new colors are purple and black.
Yeah, let's put the purple and black one. This can only end well.
Roll
This is
a
gonna be-
percentile.
Yeah.
We all know you don't do the purple and black one.
Yeah. No. 86.
It tastes like grape. All right, 86. Another. Okay, this one turns into a silvery, reflective liquid.
Yeah.
Linnet's
I made a
silvery
memory,
reflective
Harry Potter
potion.
memory.
There's one more. You want to combine the last 2?
Black and yellow. It's just horrific colors. Just
And remember, when identifying items, if you spend an hour with it, you'll know what it is. So if
Yeah,
you guys end up
this will
wanting
be-
to do that, you can do that.
this will be exciting at some point. Yeah.
Do you want to mix
Black
the last 2?
Yeah. Black and yellow is just making the worst color combinations possible. Sure. Why not?
Percentile.
All right. 50.
50. Oh. It's
Yeah.
It's a pink. It's like Pepto-Bismol, a pink.
Oh boy, these are wonderful looking. All right, you just see me with all these like colorful like potions, and just walk back.
So you read all the potions, right?
Yeah, yep, just in the bag and then I just you know what? I'm just gonna go to the sheep, pull a piece of wool off, and just stick that in my bag. Might be needed.
I don't know about.
You just take it?
Would I let this happen?
If you want to.
So like, we just watch Linnet like hoarding more potions into her bag.
She looks really excited. She's very happy about it.
Linnet, we may need to have a talk about this later. You seem to have a thing for potions.
Good things. I think good things will happen.
Okay, so it looks like you've
Having this many potions are bad.
God.
That's almost inspiration. Almost. Very close.
Even my jokes are the bad.
Horrible jokes get inspiration from me. I love jokes.
Oh my god.
All right, so do you want to go down the other hole or do you want to go upstairs?
Let's go upstairs. I'd like to get my feet out of this soaking wet for at least 2 minutes.
How long am I a sheep?
Don't know. But apparently it's going to be quite a while.
Okay.
Can I make a
Maybe
check and see?
forever.
Oh no.
You want to what? Make a check?
Can I maybe diagnose how long he's gonna be like this for?
Make an Arcana.
16.
1 hour.
All right. Well, in about an hour, he'll be back to normal.
So you going up the stairs?
Well, it won't be great use, but I can still fight.
Hey, they used a weasel to great effect last time. So.
Don't tell him what happened to the weasel.
Nothing bad happened to the
None of-
wall.
I'm gonna be
Don't
real
worry.
slow because I got a lot of water in my, my wool.
Couldn't you?
It's okay, we'll let you ride the hippo.
This, but that's where you get wool from, right? I mean, you could make a
From
shirt out
sheep?
of him.
Yes?
No,
You might
I'm
want to
not-
shave him before he turns back. Just
Linnet touched me once, and just so you know, I eye anyone who's trying to touch me again, including her.
Well, I mean, it's you're gonna get some money off of it. All right, so you're going up the stairs. All of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you start walking up the stairs as normal, but like things start to change, and you get into a swirly tunnel, and your stairs are kind of starting to twist around the tunnel. So everybody make an intelligence check as you group navigate the upside down sideways stairs.
14.
Okay.
Also 14.
Okay.
Well,
12.
Okay. What about the last one?
12.
Okay.
two
You
12s and
are
2
able to navigate the stairs. So there's points where some of you are going this way, and above you are the other two, and there's some over here and over here, Like, I don't know if you ever saw a Labyrinth. It's like that. And finally, you come to a shimmering rainbow door floating in outer space. What do you do?
Are we able to walk up to it?
Oh, yeah, the stairs lead right up to it.
All right.
I poke it with my dagger.
It pokes just like anything else.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Lilac that I don't go first this time. Or second. Possibly not even third.
I suppose. Oh,
That's fine. This has been Lynette's thing. She's got, and this is the Wizard College. Maybe we should lead with the wizard.
That'd be insane.
So-
Wizard just goes, yep, just open that door. Let's just... She's not
Alright.
learned anything.
You going in, Lem?
Yep. Boom.
yeah. I'll go in with Lynette as
Oh,
well.
Lynette's going first. Okay. You open the door, and you see a large area. It looks like a wizard's lounge. There's couches. The walls are full of books on magic and stuff. There's a couple perches where it looks like familiars like an owl and a crow were, and now they're dead, and it's just their skeletons. And there's like a thing where you could put food and drinks. And there's tables and chairs to sit at. And there's a crystal ball at one table. So basically there's books and a crystal ball and food and drinks. And dead familiars.
And what does... There's food and drink here, right?
Mhm.
I just look at them, it's like, it might not be a good idea to eat or drink any of this.
It looks vibrant and fresh.
Oh, she knows that. She
Blue
knows very well.
fruit and crystal clear water.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Definitely purified.
All right. Yep, it's gonna go in and look at the books. Leave the food alone.
Okay. The books on magical theorems and some apparently. Well, it's the weird ancient Omu language. They're all written in that. Do you have a way to decipher that?
I will. I'll cast comprehend languages.
Okay. So yeah,
they're an hour here. So
they're books on magical theories and magic things relating to Omu. There's books about the Barai, where the weird priest magic people kind of guarded the city. There's books about moving Mezro to another plane to be safe. There's a lot of stuff about the Ring of Winter, a magic item. There's stuff about a dude named Artis Simber. And there's stuff on Ras Nissi, this evil guy who was a Barai who turned on the city. And then there's like a few experimental spells.
My God.
That
Why?
The author encourages you to try and see if you could master it by reading it out and making an Arcana check. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. God,
And there's some spells. There's spell books. So there's some spells.
Yeah. Can I take the books with me?
You sure can.
All right, back in the bag.
All right,
A couple of
so
the ones
Linnet
with the
starts
experimental stuff.
hoarding books. The rest of you,
I'm
like the light of your light source, whatever that might be, glinting off of the ball. You know, and go, oh, what's that? Oh, it's the ball on the table. The sheep, it's like, the ball's blinding me. I can't help but notice the ball.
Well, that looks shiny.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, first I'm going to take the crow skeleton and offer it to Kyrin. Like, hey, this is sort of your thing, right?
So you touch the crow skeleton, it turns its head and looks at you.
No, that is not my thing.
Isn't it?
You
though?
sure?
It's alive.
Yeah, I was going to say,
And a crow.
is it sort of animated?
It's starts.
You just sit
acting
there
a
and
bird.
like scratching it under its beak.
Yeah, it likes that. Yeah.
This is mine now.
There's a crow and an owl.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, well, owls are dumb.
That's kind of a blanket statement, really.
Well, I mean, compared to crows.
Okay, so you take the crow skeleton. It's basically an undead bird. It can't fly because it doesn't have feathers. But it's like, just like a bird, but it's dead. So there's the undead owl, and there's the crystal thingamabob. Do you want to do anything with that, or do you want to go back into outer space?
I'll take a look at the crystal ball there.
You see, as you get close, visions like of the Raven Queen and her son Vorkesis. He has no eyes and a lightning halo. And you see visions of Mezro as it once was. And there's almost like a whisper for you to touch it and use its power, to learn more or to affect the city in some way.
The crystal ball is wanting me to grasp it.
Yeah, like in your mind, yeah. Like to put your hands on it. You know those balls? I don't know if you guys have ever seen those. The glass balls where they have electricity inside and you touch it and it's like sizzle.
Yeah, those are
It's kind of like that.
Yep.
But it's not
Those are
electricity,
awesome.
it's some other energy in there. Yeah.
It's just in his mind.
Yeah. Oh, he's the only one approaching it. No one else is.
Seeing the Raven Queen, that's enough for me. I put my hands right on that sucker.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a percentile.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have a really terrible story about the wild magic table.
Oh, really?
Just
64.
64. Okay. Suddenly, like, as he holds it, energy goes through Kyrin's body, and like fog starts pouring out of his mouth and his nose, every orifice in his body, and the whole room is just completely full of fog. You can barely see 5 feet in front of you.
Is that a Raven Queen thing? Is this normal?
No, this is not a usual Raven Queen thing.
And while you have your hands on it, you feel like you can kind of scry the city.
Ooh.
So even though there's fog, you can still see. You're close to the thing, so you can still see in the ball. So you can kind of like Google Maps your way around the.
Yeah. Is there any? Can I see inside buildings?
Yes.
Can I take a peek inside the crystal tower or whatever thing at the center of the city?
Okay. In there's a hall lined with statues of a bunch of. There's no writing on them. They're just people. And there's an archway with a glowing magical portal.
Does it look similar to the door that we just walked into? Like, could they potentially be connected? Okay.
This archway is much more grand, and there's carvings of mazes, everywhere, which is the god Ubtau's thing. He's the father of the dinosaurs. So this appears to be a massive grand temple of Ubtau before he left.
So similar to the tablet that we grabbed?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Nice. Excellent.
See if there's anywhere else of note that I would want to look at.
Let's see. I'll
I
read
guess
places. You tell me if you want to see it. Okay.
sure.
The crocodile place with the giant crocodile that tells the future. There's a great statue with mirror eyes in the city. There's a lovely residential home. And there's the places you've already been. You've pretty much been everywhere else.
So
and the outer walls of the city, you notice, have statues and engravings on them of individuals, and there's writing on them and stuff.
Okay.
It seems very intricate and...
Can I understand the writing, or is it that same language?
It's
Can I understand
it's in
that?
the ancient language of Mezro.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, I'm just gonna kind of take a wide view of the city, and kind of get a sense of where the obelisks are that we still need to touch.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're just where you thought they were. They're outside. Each building basically has one outside of it. So
Okay.
you were planning on going to the aviary, which I don't think I described for you.
Oh.
The aviary.
Is it also full of dead birds?
The aviary,
Oh.
yes, it is actually. The aviary is where the giant 15-foot crocodile that tells the future stays. And that's where the king of Mezro stays, the pterodactyl guy.
Oh,
King
Mezro
Nash.
Nash.
I mean-
Who you made friends with.
He's our buddy now.
Okay.
You can see him
Boss.
kind of hanging out with the crocodile.
King.
All right. Well, with that information, I will try to kind of come back to the room here and out of the scry.
Okay. Do you tell them all that stuff?
Yeah, I'll relay that information, particularly the big door in the crystal tower.
Ah, excellent.
Well, in the tower it's an archway with a swirling energy in it.
Right. Yeah, that thing.
Well, that sounds promising.
Sure.
Promising for
Exciting.
what?
Oh yes, we're going around and touching a bunch of these big glowing obelisks around the city. Not really sure what's going to happen at the end, but we're touching them in a particular order. We're about halfway through. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We think we might find the real Mezro, but who knows? Who knows what it does?
Maybe it'll turn more people into sheep.
You
Hopefully,
can have a
not.
sheep friend. Hi.
A nice
I'll
lady
wait
sheep.
the hour. Thank you.
Hi. What's your name?
I'm sorry. I would not answer that person. I'm very sheepish sometimes.
Wait a minute. Decoy Melnarnia could turn into a sheep, right? Hello, you remember me. Now we can be together in sheep form. Okay, so you guys want to anything else in this room?
Did you get a sense that if you touched it again, you'd be able to look again in the
Yes.
orb?
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
You're
Do we
going
want
to
to
put
see
your...
what
gonna
was
put your
down
hoof
the
on
other,
there?
the third hallway? Do we want to?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah.
You
But I
do
don't
that?
know. I gesture for the sheep. Go for it.
What, me?
You could.
Put your hooves on
Well,
it.
he already was successful. I think he should do it again. I don't want to.
You already are a sheep. I wouldn't want to make your day worse.
That's very nice.
I'll I'll go ahead
It turned me into a newt!
All right.
I'll go ahead and grab it again.
Touch it again, and there's no special effect. You're going to look down that third hallway.
Yeah.
It's another, flooded hallway. Most of the rooms are destroyed, but there's one. I guess you could scry through under the door or whatever. In the room is like a giant skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus Rex with energy swirling around it. And in the room are it's kind of like a museum of dinosaur bones. And they're all glowing with energy. And there's like a pedestal in the center with a glow on it.
Anything on the pedestal other than the glow?
Glowing in an arcane symbol.
Okay. So I'll pull out and I'll relay that information specifically to Linnet.
All right. I will. Can you describe it and I can kind of try and figure out what it is? Or do I have to? You know what? I'll touch the thing. I'll touch the thing and look at it. Just like.
I would like you to roll a percentile.
Cool. This never gone. Dang it. This has never gone bad. That is a 36. Cool.
Roll
My
D10.
friend.
Roll
My
a D10.
friend. 1.
Your age changes by a number of years equal to the roll. You're younger by 1 year.
Cool.
Aw! Nice.
That is the worst one. That is the worst number. That is the worst thing on the chart. I hate it.
You are a
All
baby
right, so
sheep.
Ugh. So I look at the symbol. Can I make a check?
Okay. You don't need to roll. You study the symbol. You're pretty sure that if you stand on that pedestal, you might be able to control one of those bone statue things. The problem is that the pedestal is charged with wild magic, and each dinosaur is charged with wild magic. But you could control a dinosaur if you just stand there. And you can see through its eyes, and it'll stomp around. And you can shoot energy out of its eyes.
All right.
But the energy might have a random effect.
All right. Yeah, I release from the orb and just excitedly tell them about this what this thing does. A lot of hand gestures and like you want to control it.
So I'm guessing, Linnet, that you want to go and play with the big Tyrannosaurus Rex laser eyeball shooting thing.
I wouldn't want to take the magical toll on the entire party if we don't need to. I look at the sheep.
Does the sheep want to? Oh! Does the sheep want to control a dinosaur? That would be awesome. Says partial audience of one.
There's no one in particular.
That works out well.
Only if they have any woolly mammoths.
Nah, trying too hard.
Holy mammoth! No, there's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, pterodactyl, Triceratops, Stegosaurus. The classic dinosaurs.
Could we use these dinosaurs for anything? I asked the party.
Your guess is as good as mine.
If we wanted to fight something, we could use them, but there is the usual risk, like turning into a sheep, that sort of thing.
Already
Okay.
done.
You know, there are much worse things to turn into than a sheep.
Oh,
And Lemuel just gestures to himself.
Oh no.
I know.
Yes, he
Horrible.
looks truly hideous, I know.
Were I in my true form, you would all fall instantly in love with me. I was that beautiful.
Looking at Lemuel's profile pic, I can't help but notice his hair is like swoopy and perfect.
It is. Thank you. It is.
He's a dashingly. What's his charisma?
His charisma is 16.
Ooh. That's
Ooh la
Pretty good.
la.
That's like I don't know what celebrity that would be the equivalent of. But
Ryan
Channing
Gosling.
Tatum? Ryan Gosling. There you go. You got Ryan Gosling over here, bad mouthing his looks. So what do you guys want to do?
Shall we go play with the The old dinosaur bones.
I mean, I think we have to at this point.
Okay, you go through the stairs, no problem. You go into the hallway, oh, it's no problem. And there's the door right there. Now what do?
I'll push the door open.
It just swings right open. You don't even need to use a strength check. So, room full of glowing dinosaur bones, and a glowing pedestal, and the floor is flooded with like a foot of water, but the pedestal goes above the water.
Mm-hmm.
And the air is charged with arcane energy.
I have a thought. I may not be a magic person, but what if whenever we step on the pedestal and control one of them, the rest come to life? We had a living skeleton of a crow that just happened to be alive. What happens if the rest suddenly become alive?
Excellent theory. Go test it out.
Oh, everyone's looking. I don't know. Okay, well, I guess everyone
just like
become a T-Rex. So
over there, sheep.
I take out my book.
I saw this scene in Jurassic
They're
Park.
just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Oh,
notes.
gosh.
Like Linnet should take out her books and just gonna write down what's happening for later.
Okay,
All right,
so
well,
is the
for
sheep,
science
is
or
sheep
magic.
going on there?
Yeah, sheep's going on the pedestal.
All right, so roll a percentile
Oh my
D100
God.
thing.
Oh, guys, this isn't gonna go well.
Nah, you'll be fine.
24.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sheep turns blue. Its skin is blue. Its fur is blue. And
That's
now
again not the worst.
you can
Okay.
control one of them. Which one do you want? The Tyrannosaurus Rex bones, the pterodactyl bones, the Stegosaurus, or the Triceratops?
Oh, I'll go with the T-Rex.
Okay. So you're kind of frozen where you are. I mean, you can shut it off at any time, but while you're controlling them, you just have to stay on the pedestal, and you really can't do anything. But you can see through its eyes. You can talk through its mouth. Which one did you take?
The T-Rex.
Okay. Now, okay, you're the T-Rex. You have your tiny little hands. Your big head, tail.
And little arms.
Now, your problem here is you can't fit through the door. So, what do you want to do?
Can I talk to them while I'm on this?
Yep.
All right. I feel like you're the one to ask. How structurally sound is this building?
There's only one way to find
It
out.
was mud bricks, right? Also,
How
we
thick are these walls?
Not thick
Not
enough.
thick, and they're very cracky.
Oh, well. Do y'all think y'all can protect me if I bust out through one of these walls?
It's not you that I'm worried about.
Yeah.
No, I mean like my body, not my...
Little
So do I.
Go for it.
You can also shoot magic out of your eyes. Maybe that'll do something.
But are we not in the college and it'll set off the entire college?
I feel at this point,
Penny in for a pound.
We already have a blue sheep.
All right, crew, am I
Also, we should
shooting a
definitely
laser
steer
through the
him.
wall or am I just running through it?
That's up to you. You are the pilot of this.
I'm asking you. I'm asking are we testing? What do you need for your magic book?
Lasers. We need lasers.
Lasers.
There's a choice to do lasers. You do lasers.
All right, I'm lasers.
This will be
So-
a really weird piece of art, but this is the...
Okay, so
Are we backed up against a wall, like to go outside? Like, okay, I'm gonna shoot that wall to try to aim it outside.
I'm backing out into the hallway.
Oh,
so
I'm
look,
I'm just standing right there with my book. I'm writing down what's happening.
This is when I need a really good percentile.
Go ahead, do it.
Okay.
I mean,
come on.
Your third level, most of the stuff will be fine. You'll be okay.
A building
70
collapsing.
70 even.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You shoot beams of wavy energy that hit the wall, blow a huge hole in it. The room shakes, but it's okay. Like dust comes down. And at the same time, everybody else, including the sheep, turn invisible.
Huh.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's still here? I've been accounted for.
Yes.
Well, this is interesting.
So,
I'm getting really tired of this place.
the invisibility spell will last 1 hour, or if you cast a spell or make an attack, it'll go away. So the only thing that's visible right now is the T-Rex that he's controlling.
Is the little dead crow invisible as well? Is it still there?
It's invisible.
All the other,
and when he blows out of the door, it's loud and rocks go flying everywhere. A lot of birds take to the air, and the sound kind of echoes through the city a little bit.
Well, we have an exit.
Yeah, out, I guess.
We also have a T-Rex to ride, so.
Yes. Oh yeah, let's. Yes.
You don't mind us leaving your body here unprotected, right?
He's invisible.
That's
T-Rex
true.
party member now. Oh my god, undead T-Rex.
Just for the sake of doing this, I turn and go, what? And just haphazardly turn real fast. So, whatever happens with that.
Wait, what? Say it again?
I don't realize that anyone's invisible. I just shot lasers.
Okay.
And I turn to see what happened. So I hope no one's around the T-Rex.
No, I don't think anybody was that close, but you guys definitely, the water. So what's the plan now?
I guess we move invisibly to the next obelisk.
Yes. Oh my god.
We are almost out of time.
So I get off. No
Oh
more
my-
T-Rex.
Or
Get
we
off.
could.
You get off?
Can you carry the pedestal?
We could ask Iku and the Hippo to watch your body.
Yeah. This is so.
I'm gonna duck outside
This
and
is-
I don't know, go splash up to Iku in my little invisible footsteps.
Of course I'll watch him, my child. I would love to do that.
Great, thanks. Not going to question that she apparently could see me while I'm invisible.
Oh, no, she doesn't, but she,
Oh, okay.
She goes, oh.
Yes.
I'm sure.
I was just,
Ow!
I was doing a short version of the conversation. So
my
she'll do
God.
that. So, but it's up to Gell. I mean, Gell, do you want to continue controlling the dinosaur, or do you want to get off?
I mean,
And resume blue sheep form.
Well,
blue indivisible sheep.
Blue
how much
sheep,
time has passed
undead
since,
dinosaur that
since I
shoots
turned
laser
into a
beams.
sheep? Because it's only an hour, right?
Pick one. Yeah.
I have butterflies.
How much time has passed since I turned
Butterflies.
into...
You have a hoarding problem, is what you have.
Uh-huh.
How does she even carry the books? She's got books and potions. That's not a good combo.
She's got a big
Don't
bag.
break each other.
That's true.
And then they'll mix, so you'll have your Pepto-Bismol and your...
Yeah, maybe they'll mix again.
Oh, some unholy. Oh,
Okay, so Gell, do you want to get off, or do you want to be a dinosaur? It's up to you.
Well, again, so this is what I was asking. How much time has passed since I turned into a sheep?
Oh, probably a half hour, something like that.
I know you say it's up to me, but honestly, I don't care. I have found new friends, and I will be a dinosaur and carry you if that is what you wish.
You have to be a dinosaur. How could you not?
You're a good friend, Gell.
yes. That was a
Okay,
good
so you
sport.
guys climb on the
And so I
dinosaur.
use my time
Yes!
to climb aboard.
Oh my god.
It's gonna climb up your ribs.
Yes. Oh.
But I'm
So-
much louder now that I'm a T-Rex, right?
So this T-Rex is now haunted now. Apparently, anybody that walks by, there's just voices coming from it.
Hey, remember when we first got here and we stealthed into the city?
We're still
No.
stealthy. We're invisible. We're extra stealthy now.
I do have a stealth skill, so I can be quieter if that's what you ask me to be.
You're
But
like,
I'm not generally gonna be quiet until you tell me to be quiet.
T-Rex didn't do that.
Okay, so do you want to go to the next location, or do you want to do something else?
No, we can go to the next
Oh.
obelisk.
Yeah.
oh, I leave my invisible undead crow with Iku and the Hippo back before we climbed on the Rex. There's a bird here, I promise.
Who refuses?
So I'm just trying to.
Oh, she refuses.
She says, "Don't put that near me, please."
Okay.
Right.
Your eyes kind of glow gold for a second.
Oh, okay.
I'm walking away now.
Our friend.
So, do you want to go to the next location, or do you want to go somewhere else?
Yeah, let's. If the
Aviary.
king's there. How do we approach with a giant dinosaur? That looks awesome.
What is it?
It'll be fine.
I was just gonna ask. So, in regards to where are we in the city? Like what are we close? Are we near the center where the crystal tower you're talking about? Like, where is this?
Do you have a map? Did I send you a map?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
No,
Well,
but
you guys are in Area 9. It's in the market. I don't know. Aviary is
Area
Area 11. Does anybody? I don't have the map in
11.
front of me.
We're not that far. It's only the next the southern.
mostly, if I don't want to be a T-Rex anymore, can I just would I be able to get in time, get to y'all?
It's not that far. It's only into the next. We're going from quadrant 1 to quadrant 2, and the aviary is on the closer end, so we're not going that far.
Okay.
Also, the sheep can't row, so.
I mean,
I just have to wait 30 more minutes and then I'll turn back.
it's got a
I'll
little-
just be a blue half orc.
How long does that? How long is that? Oh,
All right,
forever.
so you're going to go to the aviary. That's in a different section of the city where it's real thick. And normally you'd have to chop, but you have a undead T-Rex who I could probably just plow through it with no problem, right? So you want to do that? Just, you know, and animals running everywhere.
Yeah.
And so you get to the aviary, and this is the home of
Stop it.
the pterodactyl
This is the
guy
best.
and the crocodile that can see the future, and you see the obelisk there. What would you like to do?
The obelisk is job 1. I think.
Yep. I guess yeah.
Here.
You take care of
And then
that.
we'll
It
hop
glows,
off.
Energy. Anything else you want to do here, or do you want to keep going?
No.
Is our king friend anything?
Yeah, do we want to talk to him? We'll yell out to King you, hi.
Okay.
You can't see me
Mezro
right now.
The pterodactyl man walks out, looks at the skeletal Tyrannosaurus Rex, and draws Shatter Spike, his sword that can cut through stone, and screams. And that's where we'll stop for this week.
Oh.
Ruins of Mezro. That was really good. Thank you, guys.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for being good sports.